All right, we're now in the spending phase in turn number 3, and this is going to be a very, very lovely phase for our barbarians over here, who have got lots and lots of money. So we've got 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so there's 7 there. 7, so that's 27 that they get to spend on, right? So there was some obvious ones that looked really good. So the first one is, let's get a market up. Where do we want to put a market? Where did we want to put a market? Let's hold off on that, because I think we're going to need one of these here. So yes, we need to upgrade to peaceful agriculture first. So we're going to spend 2 to upgrade to peaceful agriculture. That's then going to make it worthwhile to go ahead and put a market up here, because what that allows us to do is that any adjacent markets in home regions give 1 gold. So we've got 2 up there which are not adjacent to each other, but if we spend another 2, that's going to put another one in there, and that means you've got that one's adjacent to that, and that's adjacent to that in home regions. So that's going to be an extra 3 in revenue raised, hopefully boosting us up in terms of the victory points that we are going to earn. So that's well worth it to do that there. The next thing we want to look at is that we can get another victory point if we go ahead and we spend 3 on that. So I'm really liking that idea. So let's go ahead and do that, and that's going to give the barbarians another victory point, taking them from 6 to 7, now competing for first place at the top. We now want to take a look and see, is there anything that we can do here that could be useful? So securing flanks, quite good. National unity, all barbarian restrictions removed from the next turn. Not really. Not really that interested in that. Upgrading the navies could be useful. It could be. We've only got 2 in this one. I just don't know what we're going to use it for. We'll use it to transport, but I don't think that's necessarily a good use of our money right now. The question is, do we spend all this to try and get another victory point? And I think that the answer is no, it's not going to be worthwhile. So I think what we're doing is we're looking to see exactly how many victory points we're able to pick up. And in terms of doing that, I just want to absolutely double check exactly how many victory points we get. So you get 1 victory point for raising 20, 2 for raising 25, 3 for raising 30, and 4 for raising 40. Wow. Okay, so it's basically 20, 25, 30, 40. Let's see how much they would raise at the moment. So you've got the 12 in the original, 12, and then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Then you've got your ports. 31, 32, 33, 34. Wow. So if we can raise even just 1 more in revenue, that would make it 35. And that's going to give us an extra victory point. So we definitely want to do that. So I think investing in another port is going to be good. So if I do this remainder 3, yeah, that remainder 3, and pardon me, a market, and put it up here and make it adjacent like that. Okay, so that's going to get us another bit of income and another victory point if that all works out. Next, we need to be thinking about bolstering our armies. So let's look at army number 2 in particular. That one's definitely going to need a quick bolster, and I think actually before we do that, the only one who's able to recruit from the mercenaries is this one up here, army number 3 at the top. So I just want to check and see, could he recruit from scythe? It needs to be within 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, he could. So let's go ahead and take a look at those, and then let's get him attacking downwards, seeing where's going to be the best opportunity here, especially if we want to try and pick up some more. See if we want to try and pick up some more victory points in particular, because we want to try and end it this turn, to be honest. So we're getting the Dacians. So there's the Dacian Phalanxmen, they're brilliant. Or we've got the Scythian Horse Archers, and they are really good as well. They are also really, really good. And not as expensive, so I think I want to get one of those. I don't think we have any advantages. No advantages on hiring any. The question is, are they better or worse than just going for, say, our own horsemen? So we've got the pony riders, for example, which is basically like a skirmish unit. And the question is, we can't get our warrior, we can't get our heavy cavalry yet because we've only just gone and upgraded that there. So we can't do that yet. So it is about the Scythian horse archers. So let's go ahead and take a look at army number 3, because we had to be conscious about the number of soldiers that we've got here as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3 main battle cards and their chariots. So I think these horse archers, which they actually don't count as a bow unit, which is really interesting. But they do on an S effect, they do stop close formation. That's cool. That's brilliant. That's exactly what we want against the Greeks, that's for sure. So I think we're going to invest in them, getting them put into our army here. We need another unit of really good, yeah. So I think we also want to go for these guys here. Oh, they're expensive. They're so expensive. So expensive. Fortunately, we've got the funds. That's going to be 6. Let's go invest in those guys there. And I think that's all we're going to put into here, just because of how unbelievably expensive that is. Let's see how big that army is now. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 main battle cards, 2 skirmishers, and how many altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's really just about us being able to get some, what do you call it? Some skirmishers into there, which we can do with our pony riders. So I think we invest another one to put a pony rider into that army there. Army number 3, as you can see, is going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting this turn, okay? That's what you can definitely anticipate from what, what I'm trying to do here, right? So where do they go? They go over here, right? Next, we're going to move on to army number 2. It needs bolstered because look what is going on down here. Army number 2, it's much weakened, but at the same time, look, we've got elephants, which is absolutely amazing, and we've got some upgraded veterans here. So how many main battle cards do we actually have? We have 2. So that's telling me where we're going to be putting our energies then. So the naked Gestati in particular, I want to get into this army. I definitely want to do them guys in particular, and I think the javelin men as well. And the question is, do we go for some Lowland warriors? And Siduri are just really expensive right now, so I think we're going to spend that, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6. Let's go ahead and break this and give us a remainder 4, 3, 4, like that, right? So we still got 5 left at the end of that, right? So let me just check that we're not breaking our rules. So we have 2 skirmish units, that's okay. 2 sort of cavalry units, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So let's just check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can have up to 9. It would be accounting for the what do you call it? It'd be accounting for artillery, but we don't get artillery. We just have to attack. I'm going to get them, put them into here, so it's concealed. Okay, again, army number 2, as you can see, is going to do some heavy lifting this turn. Army number 4 is another one that we might want to bolster. I just don't think our navies are going to do anything. I don't think our navy's going to do anything. Okay, so we've got 5 left. The question is, do we want to hang on to them, try and seize the initiative in this next turn? I think the answer is yes, but I don't need all of that gold. I don't need all of it. We could buy an action card, but there's no point. There's no point. So we could take a look and see, is there anything in here in terms of our developments we might want to make. So secure flanks, no envelopments possible if there's more than 2 terrain. See, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. I think that could be really useful. So I think we spend 3 on that. Oh, it's not leaving me with much. Sorry, the secure flanks, at least it's spending 2. Yeah, spending 2 to get the secure flanks. There we go. And that's the first of our last developments there too. Right, leaving us with a remainder 3. Brilliant. So I think the Barbarians are having a really great game right now. Well done to them for all the work that they've been doing, and ready to go on the offensive. They've sat back for a long time, no one's bothered them, they've been completely underestimated, and now they're ready to go on the offensive. Okay, Greeks, let's see what position that you're in. So we've got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 is what I count there. And hang on, I just remembered that we might have some cards useful in the spending phase. Oh, spending phase. Buy a mercenary card and get 1 more identical card for free. Yes! Yes! So let's go ahead and use that one right now. This is why you need to get the extra agent cards, because they're so useful. So if you remember, so I'm glad I did that before we moved on there. So we got the Scythian Horse Archers and we got the Dacian Phalanx. Yes! That means we can get one of these guys for free. For free! For free! And they're definitely going into army number 4. They are going on the offensive this turn. No doubt. That is absolutely what is going on right now. So let's just take a look and see. So 1, 2... Oh, there's already a unit of them in there. Wow. So let's just check army number 1. I think we still might want to put them in there either way. Oh, that's a brilliant army as well. That's also a brilliant army. It's going to go into number 4 though, because they're in the most ready position to go ahead and attack. And I would put them into number 2 if I wasn't at my limit. And I just want to double check that, because if I'm not at my limit, I'm definitely going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are. 4 main battle cards. So we're at our limit there. I'm actually just going to double check that rule just in terms of the army composition, because if I don't have to do that, then I absolutely definitely want to do it. Maximum arm size is 10. I must comprise of at least 2 main battle cards. 2 to 6 though. Get them back out. Where did we put them? Where did I put them? Is army number 1? No, you already had one. Was it army number 4? Is that what I did? Yes, we did. No. We still have an opportunity here as long as I don't go over 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are going into here. Yes, army number 2 going on the offensive. Carthaginians, you are getting it. Right. Back to the Greeks then. Do the Greeks have something useful here? Nope. No useful cards there. We've got 24 to spend, which is not actually that great for them, to be honest. They are in dire straits right now. Absolute dire straits. We have to remember that we don't spend any gold on the first mercenary card that we get. Our mercenaries are up here, which is going to give us the opportunity to, so what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could go into army number 4 over there. That one's at the most immediate risk of attack. So it is our Thracian mercenaries that we're going to go for. And yeah, so let me just double check. Is there anything else useful here? No, not really. So Thracians, we're going to get this first one for free. So I think the Romferiamen, I cannot say their name. Okay, going into army number 4, that's going to be the most useful one. Going into there. Right. Okay, now we have to figure out what we're going to do. We really have to be pursuing an economic victory with these guys if we're going to get anywhere, because I just don't think that militarily we're going to be able to do it. Let's check if army number 2 is even in a position to actually remove that unrest, and the answer is no. They need 4 main battle cards, and right now they've got 1. So that army is already at risk. We need to bolster it anyway. So I'm just seeing what might be cheap enough that we can actually get into our army. Nothing really. Nothing. nothing is particularly cheap. So it's like looking at hoplites, for example. We've not invested in our phalanges, so that's really bad. That's really bad. So we need to go to the back because the hoplites, that's where all the hoplites are because they're all dead. Oh, is the Illyrian infantry? Yeah, that might be a good one. I want to keep them on the front line though. So this one is just, I just need cheap units. It's going to cost me as much, but it's not just about that. It's about victory points. That's why we've got to go for this. So we're going to spend to get, right, so we had 1. That puts us to 2. What did we say? No, we said we want the cheap ones. The cheap ones. Yes, go for the cheap ones, which is the hoplites. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so we're putting them into this army here to allow us to remove this unrest. I think we said that actually it's cheaper to do the roads because that allows policing. Well, in that case, let's do that because it's cheaper. Okay, so we're actually going to build 3 roads. I don't like that idea because I think we really need. How much unrest is there? There's 2, right? So we only need to build 2 roads. Okay, I really want to get another market out there, so that's helping us. So the roads are 1 each, so that's 1 and 2, and then the market's going to be another 2. So roads, and just the ones next door, doesn't have to be fancy, just like that. So that's going to allow us to remove the unrest. I'm not sure which phase that happens in though, that's the only thing. We also have our market, which I swear that I pulled out. Yes, it's sitting here. Where's it going to go? We've got one there, got one there, this one. Yes, that's where it's going to go. Right, make sure we've got that in there. It's roads. Right, so that's going to help us in terms of our working towards our economic victory there. I wish that we could do more, but that is just how the cookie crumbles. Let's go ahead and see, is there anything useful over here? It's so expensive if we wanted to try and get the victory point here. So I think we have to do it for our economy and for our army. So in particular, do we want to build up our fleet again and try and take on the Carthaginians? They can get flagships and they've got a massive one already. I don't think we can compete. I don't think we even try. I don't think we even try and compete with them. I think we take a look at army number 4 and we start making our way down here or up to there, whichever's going to be easier. I think we try and take out that army, and that's where we're going to get our next lot of victory points. So let's see. We've got a mediocre general over there. Okay, guys that are quite good in terrain, but there's not a lot of terrain. Okay, we don't have skirmishers at the moment. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 main battle cards, so I think we definitely want to get some skirmishers into there, and we've got a fantastic range of quite inexpensive skirmishers that we could choose from. So just need a couple, and I think there's some back here that are really good. Where are they? The Cretan archers. But we've got cheaper ones. Cheap. So the Thracian cavalry, I think, in particular, outperform. So I wonder if we actually go for a couple of units of the Thracian cavalry. And that's going to cost us 2. Just like that. Put them into army number 4. That's kind of our limit on those guys. Let's look at army number 3. Once again, it's going to do a lot of heavy lifting. Did we do the gold for that just there? Hey, what did we do? So 1, 2 for the roads, 2 for the 2 for the market. And what's this 2? What was that for? That was for the Thracian cavalry. Okay, good. Army number 3 then. If we're going to have you going on the offensive, just got to watch out, because we don't want the Carthaginians coming at us there. Just got to be so careful. So we've got some javelins, 2 hoplites. Oh, this is a cheap and nasty army. Yikes. Well, there's the Thracian cavalry. Hang on a second. What's going on here? Oh, the Thracian cavalry, whether it's Greek or mercenary, is different. I never knew that. Very interesting. And the Thracian cavalry look like they might actually... They're better if they're mercenaries. The mercenaries are actually better. Interesting. But let's remember, we can recruit our Thracians. But we do already have 2 cavalry units here. We need more main battle cards. And we've got some good ones. At least a couple, especially if we're going to go on the offensive. So let's go ahead and see what we've got in here. And I don't want cheap. I want decent quality. So there's the Illyrian infantry. Definitely. There's Cretan archers, but we're already doing okay. There's the Pelastoi. So there's a couple. And we've already got our javelins. Yeah, we've already got our javelins. So there we go. That's what we could do. So we could spend another 4 to get them. Let's put that in there, and then remainder 1. Okay, apologies about that. The battery went on the camera, so and also realised that I didn't have my fancy colours going in the background, so that's really frustrating. So you've all been missing out on the fancy colours. Oh dear. Anyway, so yeah, so army number 2. I think it's now time to bolster army number 2. We've certainly got the gold to do it. That's not the issue. They could be bolstered by the Thracians as well. And I think we said we really need to build it up in terms of its main battle cards. And so I'm just having a look at what we could do. And unfortunately, I'm kind of just left with the cheap hoplites. So I think we probably need a couple of hoplites. A couple of hoplites, which is going to cost 4. And I'm just going to look at the army again. Number 2. Numero 2. I probably want to get some cav in there, and that's where the Thracians are going to come in handy. The Thracian cavalry, that's another 2. So it's going to cost 6 overall. Okay, and let's go with that. Let's see if that's going to be good enough. So that's going to cost us 6. There we go. So we've got 7 left. Army's not looking too bad, actually. Do we want to get our army our first army back up and running? Yikes, I don't know, guys. I don't know. And so what do we want to do with this? Probably we want to be looking at, oh look, remove Olympic Games, remove the 5 unrest markers. Oh, so silly, guys. I could have done that the whole time. I think that's what we're going to do, okay? Because it means we can free up this army to get moving, okay? So we're going to do that development there. I'm just going to check and see. Yeah, we're going to do this development, and my God, that makes me feel so much better. So much better to have gotten rid of that. Right, so we've gone ahead and spent that, and then our final action is I'm wondering if we actually do build up the navy again, because I'm so worried about what's going to happen here. But we also want to make sure that we can't hold that initiative. We also want to make sure we hold that initiative. It's going to be especially important against those Carthaginians. I think we just say that the navy's done, and we put that navy back into port if we get the opportunity. Yeah, I think it's a shame. I think we're going to relinquish. So I'm thinking 1 more main battle card. So we're going to spend it and then retain 3. That's what we're going to do. So the question is, which main battle card am I actually going to go for? Let's see. Because that's how the best decisions are made in life. Oh, there's Illyrian infantry. Yeah, get that, put that into army number 2. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. Right, that is the end of the Greeks spending phase. Second of our 4 factions in turn numero 3. Right, now we move on to the Carthaginians. Let's see if they've got anything that's useful to them here. No, there's not. Okay, that's fine. And they are absolutely dominating the seas right now. How many ships do they have? They've got 3 there, and let's just see, they've got 10, 20, 2, 4, 6, and 7. They've got 27 to spend at the moment. 27 to spend. They lost their army number 3. They don't have access to artillery yet. Our first mercenary recruit this turn is going to be for free. So I think definitely for army number 2, we'll be looking at Iberians. In particular, let's just pull that up right now. Let's pull it up right now. Shame we don't have any bariatrics, because they're pretty good. So it's Hispanic cavalry. They're good. I'm either going to Hispanic cavalry or the Hispanic Sukari, which we do get access to. Hispanic cavalry, which one's better? They're better in terrain, which there's a lot of. But it's also access to a cavalry unit, which we don't have a lot of. Nah, but they're so much superior. Yeah, I don't think there's. I think it's a no-brainer. So I think we're gonna. Oh, and it's worth 4. Yeah, we're getting that one for free. That is absolutely, definitely what we're gonna do. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna get him, put him into army number 2, because we have to take on these barbarians. We've just got to. So let's see how many cards we have here. So we have competent general, a skirmish unit, and then 2 skirmish units. 2 main battle cards and 2 cavalry. So yeah, then we're going to pad that out with some more main battle cards. So we've got our first one for free there. Now what are we going to go for? I say we don't have artillery, which is annoying. Citizen spears are pretty good. It stops cavalry and chariots, of which we know they have chariots. I do like it. Citizen spears. Sounds like a good investment, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, I like it. And do we just get a cheap Iberian? No, let's go for some Hispanic Sukari as well. Right, we're going to go for an epic battle. So it's quite expensive because we're going to go 6. Spending 6 on that, right? It's quite a lot of money. But at the same time, we desperately need it going into here. So that's army number 2, fit and ready to go. Army number 1 is also facing issues over there. So let's go ahead and take a look. Against citizen cavalry, citizen spears, which could be useful. We've got 2 cavalry units. We need another main battle card, and we need some skirmishers as well. Unfortunately, we don't have the development down there. Should we save money for it? I think we should. I think we absolutely should. And we can't get the Numidians because they're not within range. So annoying. So annoying. But we still have our line of communication that we can actually keep buying units. So I think I said I need skirmish unit. Where's our skirmish units? Do we have skirmish units? Do we actually even still have skirmish units? I think we do. They're here somewhere. So we do have our Numidian cavalry. That's a skirmish. Oh, and it's nice and cheap. We like cheap. Bariatric slingers, also like that. Oh look, there's Numidian javelins. Okay, so that's something we can hang on to. And then let's go for a Liberian spearmen. Is it too cheap right now? Is it too cheap right now? Let's get some more citizen spears. Okay, so that's going to cost us 5 altogether. That's going to go into army number 1. Where are we? Here we are. Let's go into army number 1. Let me check out army number 2 again. Did we have our limit in terms of... Yeah, we've got our skirmish limit there. Army number 4. I think army number 3, we just say we're done with it. Let's go for another ship though. So spend 2 on a ship to take our navy up to 4. And I'm even liking the idea of doing another one. And actually, you know what, another 2 to get our second navy up and running again. Yeah, I do quite like that idea. Now I'm maybe looking at developments. In particular, what is it that we can do that might help us to advance a bit more? Development costs 1 less gold from the next turn. Ooh. Me likey. It would cost us 3. And the advanced subterfuge as well, so that's 6. So if we do our 10 into there, remainder 4, and then that means we can get these 2. Okay, okay, that's nice. That's nice. Do we want to go on the initiative here? Do we want to be able to spend on initiative? I think yes, but at the same time, we don't need all of it. So let's get something into army number 4, just to stop it from falling down. So we've got, yeah, we could get another main battle card into there. So the moment is it's just some cheap Iberian spearmen. That's what we're going to do into there. Brilliant. Okay, so that's the end of them. They're going to keep 2 off to the side, and all of that is gone. And now we're going to move on to the Romans, which is our last faction for the spending phase of turn number 3. Romans, guys, wow, okay. You're not looking hot. I'm going to just say it, you're not looking hot. With our allies, hopefully maintaining naval dominance, it's worthwhile investing in some of our navy. So let's just see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 20 to spend. So we don't need a big navy, we just need a navy. Okay, so I think we want to spend at least 2 on getting a ship. Let's find out if that's going to be good enough. We want to bolster army, so we can get army number 4 moving again, right? Let's bolster army number 2. Let's see where our cracks are. So we got that. We kind of need a cavalry unit and not an infantry unit. What's it called? We need a cavalry unit and we need a skirmish unit. Okay, so what we've got, so we don't have access to abilities anymore, but auxiliary archers, they're relatively inexpensive. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. We can get Scorpios as well, so that could go into another army. That could be really good. So Imperial Legionary Cavalry, that's a good investment. And I think we said, where are they? Archers, Imperial Auxiliary Archers, 2. Okay, yeah, quite like that. So if we break this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we put those over there, but we get 1 back. Okay, so they are going to go into army number 2, right? So that's going to bring army number 2 up to a good standing. Army number 3, we really need to be getting you out. I don't really want to invest in army number 4 until I can see what's happening. So, right, so let's shift these guys over. So we keep our abilities, and the legionaries are going to be swapped. It's a decent general as well. Where do they go? They go in here. For our Imperial Legionaries, so 2 units of them. Right, so now that we've got them, what's missing? Cavalry, auxiliaries. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Cavalry, auxiliaries, and might want to invest in a port as well. So we can get a Scorpio for cheaps. So let's get some auxiliaries. We want our Imperial Legionary Cavalry, so that's 2, and a Scorpio, which I can't find in this pack. I'm hoping it's in this one. Scorpio. There we go. That's going to cost us 5 altogether. So let's break that one down like this. Here we go. Right. And that's now a decent army again, right? The Romans can actually do really well. They actually can do really well. I'm reluctant to invest in army number 4 till we know what's going on. Well, let's get that Republican Legionary shifted. Probably should have another main battle card in there. So let's see. The auxiliary archers wouldn't count. So let's get him shifted over. we spend 3? I think we spend 3 to get another one into army number 4. If it's going to be used, which we're definitely going to use it. That's the thing. We're definitely going to use it. And do we say it's already got a Scorpio? Yeah. Okay, so we're definitely going to use it. Oh, do we get cavalry though? It's a lot of money. So what did we do? We spent 3? Yeah, we spent 3. 1, 2, 3 like that. I'm going to hold that our thought on that. At the same time, what we're going to do. What's the rules on the Ancient Wonder? No, you're being silly. The Advanced Subterfuge, I think that we've got to get lucky with the... I think that we have to start getting lucky with some of these cards. We've missed out on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to advance here to increase our ancient cards. That's going to cost another 3. I think we just spend all this. So I want another 2 spent to get a market. Let's put it in there. And what's our last one going to be? We're going to spend our last one on. Maybe that's the one that we hold. Yeah, let's go ahead and hold it. Right, so that's the end of the Romans spending phase as well. So, wow. Gosh, it's really come round, hasn't it? So that is the end of round number 3. Now we're going to go into the initiative phase of round number 4 and see where that's going to leave us. Right.